The government of the Gambia launched the National Defense Policy today, 9th August 2023, by His Excellency President Adama Barrow. Honorable Serif M.L. Gamens, chairperson of the drafting team, who was chosen in 2021 to head this committee of the drafting team, which is the first time for the country to have a national defense policy, gives a rundown of how the defense policy is composed. They went through other countries' defense policies such as Nigeria, Kenya, UK and the United States, among others. 4 past CDS were contacted for their specialists to get more input on the draft. A very important aspect that was agreed on is development and construct of the policy would be a starting point of creating a better foundation and reference document to motivate and encourage aspirations and intent for the defense of the country and its people now and in the future.
Primary data information, including instructions provided by the Minister of Defense, the Constitution, the National Security Policy, National Security Strategy, and Security Sector Reform Strategy documents were used, followed policy development approaches, but with its central pillar anchored on its aspiration and intent of what it wants to do, what it wants to achieve moving forward, motivated by the understanding and lessons learned from its past.
The British High Commissioner, one of the Gambia's best partners in defense and related matters, was at the event. A strong defense policy focused on the security of the people and adopted by a civilian government is a sign of a great democracy. British High Commissioner David Belgrove.
One of the primary responsibilities of governments is to provide for the defense of their citizens and territories against threats from other states and non-state actors. And defense policy makers must make decisions on how best to deploy their military and civilian resources at their disposal to ensure the protection of their nations and their allies.
According to the Defense Minister, this policy demonstrates the commitment of the Gambia government to maintain an effective defense force. Also, it provides total civilian control over the armed forces. Retired Brigadier General Sering Modunjai.
It requires every citizen to be aware of our national approach to provide effective defense of the country, to deter aggression, and to support the socio-economic programs of the government, as well as to promote regional and international peace and security. The policy reaffirms in a clear and concise manner the subordination of the armed forces to civil authority. The principle of civilian control of the armed forces is critical for defense of the Gambia's national sovereignty, territorial integrity, peace and security under a democratic dispensation.
The National Defense Policy was one of the recommendations for security sector reform. The President thanked the British government for their overwhelming support to the Gambia government, and that nearly 60 years of independence, his government is now able to launch this important document. His Excellency President Adama Barrow.
This development is a clear testimony that my government takes the security sector reform seriously on our development agenda. Our commitment to the reforms is in recognition of the fact that without security, peace and stability, economic growth cannot be achieved. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Defense Policy was part of the recommendations on the security sector reform agenda, and it stemmed from the need to critically evaluate the defense sector. With these remarks, I declare the Gambia National Defense Policy 2023 officially launched.
A well-defined defense policy allows a country to adapt and respond effectively to emergency challenges in today's uncertain world. A defense policy has to take huge responsibilities to help maintain security both at home and internationally. Hence, one should never forget the importance of such a document provided it is put into use. Reporting for N24, I am Lamin Ba.